Hello, my name is TaterBoy09, and this is my submission video for marathons. This is Resident Evil 3 Remake, playing as Jill Valentine in this game. Let's go ahead and get started here. I do just have some things I want to go over before we get started here. Just the one thing I want to bring up is the thing in the bottom right there. That is a SRT. It's referred to as a speedrun tool. And what that is it helps us out with the run, tells us some information about the run. As you can see now, it says 1200 fine, so that's actually our HP to start the game. I just got done with a run, so it's why it says the 1 minute 13 seconds. So it tells us, how some information about the game, and it's totally legal for a run. So it's something that's actually pretty sweet about it, I would say. Yeah, it tells us our HP, and it's something that we can see. It also tells us enemies' HP. So, for some of the bosses, we can see exactly what HP they have, and tells us where we're at in the fight. Pretty handy tool. Also, what it'll tell us, other than how much time we spent in the game, is our DA, which is referred to as difficulty adjustment. So that score can go up to, it says 5500 now, because that's what you just get when you start the game. But it can go all the way up to 8999.99, I think is what it is, which is the highest. It gets that later in the game. But basically what difficulty adjustment is, as the game goes on, you pick up items or shoot enemies, or kill enemies or anything like that. It'll increase it and make the game harder basically as it goes on. So it's basically adjusting to you as the game moves forward, and we'll use that to kind of trick the system sometimes. In some areas, and we'll want it to be higher in certain parts and some stuff like that. But yeah, we'll move that through as we go through the run. We do have some costume choices, which would be great for incentives. So we have Jill, which is default. And you can't see it because my mic's covering it, or my camera's covering it. But there's default, there's stars gear, and there's classic, which is from the Resident Evil 3, the original on PlayStation 1. That's the one we're going to use today because I always get PBs on it. It's a little trick. And then Carlos has some different hairstyles. Default, which is what the game's intended, and then this classic hair, which is also from Resident Evil 3, the original. We're going to go with classic hair today because, I don't know, I always get PBs with it. No, let's do it. Alright, let's get into the game here. So we're doing new game standard run, so we're starting the game completely new with no extra items or anything like that. We just start with what we start with. Okay, so we start off as Jill in her apartment. Jill's the main protagonist of this game, as well as one of the main protagonists of the series, Resident Evil series. Some would say that she is the best character. I think that she's most loved, I would say, but her and Leon are definitely top 1 and 2 there. So we end up in her apartment because she had an experience. She's having some PTSD from her situation in Raccoon on the Arklay Mountains from Resident Evil 1, which is understandable. Who wouldn't? I would. So we're getting a phone call. Who's calling us? Hello?
Hello?
We don't care about who's calling us. We need to escape from the main bad guy here, which is Nemesis. Main antagonist of this game here. Obviously, it's on the cover. We're gonna mash down some stairs because we want to get out as fast as possible. Can we do it, though? That's the question. It's actually a really good time right there. So as we're running through, explosions are happening, craziness ensues. Go around there. It's a great little backdrop of Nemesis trying to murder us. It's really good. We love to see it. So we're going to skip that cutscene. So who is calling us? We didn't care at the time because we were trying to get out. But here is who is calling us. We're going to meet them for the first time in this game. His name's Brad Vickers. Brad was the pilot of the helicopter from Resident Evil 1. The guy who basically left them to die. So,
This all happened so fast.
who wouldn't be upset about that?
One fucked up thing always leads to another. It's like our play on steroids.
So we're going to make it through, try and escape Raccoon City. So there's a helicopter right here that's like, hey, we're going to take you to safety. So We're going to try and move over as fast as we can. But we've come to find out very quickly that that this has been, everything's just craziness right now. This game takes place prior to Resident Evil 2, like story-wise. Alright, so here's our first mechanic of the game. You saw me do 3 dashes there, and they were more like stumbles. You could kind of see that she was kind of stumbling forward. That's call it a triple dodge. Yeah, what the triple dodge does is allows us to... Okay, sticky keys are killing me. I need to deactivate that. But what this does... What the triple dodge does, it allows us to cover max distance in short periods of time. So, like, this is a perfect example right here of using it. So we want to get to this spot as fast as we can and mash our action button so we can get to that next animation. So, for example, right there, we used it to try and get through there as fast as we can. And here's another perfect example right here. So we have to hit this button over here. And that's, so we dodge 3 times to go down there. And then you also saw what there is a perfect dodge, and that was when the screen went white for a second. That's like if you do, it's a timing situation. If you time it right, when an enemy's about to grab you, the very last second they're about to grab you, you can do that. And then if you were to aim after doing a perfect dodge, you would aim directly at their head for maximum damage. We're not going to do that because, you know, like in that case, we're just trying to get past them, so. And here's another little cutscene that we see Nemesis for the first time, really, in his new form with the nose. You know, some of the OGs. Don't really like that. Let me meet this character here. His name is Carlos. His name is Carlos Oliveira. He works for, he's a merc, UBCS merc. So basically he was hired to try and keep...
No thanks. He's all yours.
I didn't get the thing. I'm annoyed. Let me through.
Are you kidding me?
He can push us.
Fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
But he'll be our partner and we'll play as him later in the game. So we're trying to get through this next part as quickly as possible. So we're going to hit this corner and he'll kick the door open for us. That's very nice. Ladies first, you know. So here's where we're using a triple dodge to get to this next part. But we're not just going to do that. We're going to use 2 of them to try and activate the cutscene, which we did in a gold split. Let's go, boys and girls. Alright, so here's another mechanic of the game. This is called stair skating. So as I'm running up the stairs, I'm aiming to reset the animation of the run. It's just quicker. Running upstairs is ridiculously slow in this game.
So what's the plan?
But doing it that way, you're basically, you're resetting the animation so you go faster. Which is actually common in all of the remake games. Well, the most 2 recent, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. Alright, so we're going back out. We're trying to find a power station. Don't grab me, sir. Thank you. This time we're just going to do 2. Sometimes it's worth to do 2. Sometimes it's worth to do 3. You know, it kind of depends. Excuse me, sir. Just leaving you to your business. So, like, there's a cutscene at the end of this line right here. So we're going to do a triple dodge to activate the cutscene. And that's just ridiculously faster. And then we're going to do another one right here to... Let's see if we can get that guy to jump at us. I'm sorry, sir. Shoot that barrel so we don't have to deal with them when we come back. Going down some stairs. There's some really awkward positions that these guys are in right now. I was hoping to dodge past them. I did not get it, sadly. Wait, where am I? Oh, man. I completely lost where I was. Alright, we're going to move through here. And there's another barrel we need to shoot. Get a perfect dodge on this guy. Perfect. And then there's another guy at the end of the hall here. So we're going to start this dodge right here. There's no way that actually messed up. You are kidding me, game. Unbelievable. Well. Oh well. come in here. We're gonna pick up a grenade. So this guy's gonna be back on our way back here. It's gonna be kind of annoying, I bet. Oh yeah, he's in the worst possible spot. Hopefully he can just move away. We have to come back to this room later, and he needs to not be there, but he probably is going to be. Well, at least that guy's in a good position. There's that enemy behind us that was trying to be in the way. But so, one of the places we saw earlier was covered in fire, so we're going to have to stop that. That's why we had to grab the hose. So we have the hose now. See how much easier it is to not have to deal with these guys on the way back. So we just shot them. So here's this, and luckily there's a fire hydrant right here. Let's use the key item. Get that out of there. Excuse me. Alright, so there's some bolt cutters down the hall here. We're going to use them right here to open the door. And have another cutscene. This guy right here that's magically going to disappear. His name is Nikolai. He's one of the bad guys. The human antagonist of this game. So we're going to do a triple dodge here. Past him. Look away if you have motion sickness. This is like one of the few ways to not get hit by these zombie dogs. But they're all random. Alright, so we're at the power station here. I haven't got hit by that guy in I don't even know how long. Normally you're just supposed to dodge that guy. So, pick this up, bank the bolt cutters, bank the knife. And we're going to the power station, which is an infamous stage known as Deimos. Pick up these green herbs here. Well, 2 of them. We're going to pick up both of them for safety. And here we're going to use the triple dodge mechanic. And you can see right there, that was a perfect example of, like, I didn't just quite make it. But I was just there where I could activate the cutscene to get to that part. Yeah, and these are the Deimos. And they implant their babies inside you, I guess. I don't know. You just use a green herb to get it out. So they might grab me when we're in here. But hopefully they don't, because that's a lot of time loss. Okay, so we need to get the power station on. So what we need to do is we need to start up 4 of these. So here's the first one. Take an intentional hit there. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that you walk faster and upstairs. Whoops. If you're in caution. So sometimes you'll take damage on purpose to start the game, but I don't like doing it because it's a little risky. Ah, see? So that's the animation of the Deimos implanting. What's cool is that there's always an animation to, like where she has to throw up again, and that gets canceled if they hit you. So sometimes you can get lucky where they'll do it, but then they'll just hit you right afterwards, which is exactly what happened right there. Okay, we're going to perfect dodge that because I don't want them to implant me again. We're going to shoot that as well for safety. Please don't implant me, you nasties. Yeah, once again, perfect dodge that because these guys are not very nice right now. That still isn't too bad. Luckily, the route for all 4 of those is pretty straightforward. It's not like you need to go... There's not a lot of backtracking you need to do in there, but there's not a lot of help either. So another good example of how we're trying to use just maybe 1 stagger as well to either the next section. So this game has a really weird in-game time. So like right now the timer is stopped because there's no in-game time, or the in-game time stops in some of these cutscenes. We saw it earlier when we talked to Carlos, which is nice for speedrunning because you can cover a lot of ground, but for marathon purposes we'll definitely do that. So there's Nemesis. He's not nice to us. But, it is what it is. I'm going to shoot this. So he gets stunned. Thank you. That actually is fast.
Carlos,
I've never done that before.
still alive. It's after me.
So another case right here of where time stops, but marathon purposes we'll just keep that running because, you know, it'd be RTA. Alright, so we're going to look down to see if we can manipulate Nemesis to land right here. He's not going to land right there. So, we got some bad RNG. This is my favorite RNG when he's right there, because then you could just shoot that and run past him. But that's not the best that you could possibly get. Alright, sir, please don't be over here. Fudge. Get over there. Thank you.
Carlos, I'm in the control room. Now what? All right, where are we headed?
See, like I said, we needed to come back here, and he was sitting there, so he is not very nice to us. We got past him, though. Because, you know, we're pros and all that stuff.
I'm super confident.
Valid route confirmed.
So the cool part about this is that we just need to get the train running, which we did. We did now. We need to set a route for it. The cool part about this is that you don't need to actually finish. Like, it's not really, like, fast mechanics. Like, you're not, like, menuing fast or something like that. So, as long as you're finished by the time Carlos is finished, you're good. And we were. It's perfect. We have a new kind of enemy here as well, which is kind of Monka, but, you know, we'll get past it. So, running into Nemesis again. He's creating these new things. Okay, we're going to have to take the long way around this. Around these guys, that's alright. So once again, we're kind of looking down to manipulate Nemesis if we can. Unfortunately, I don't have the timing on that, apparently. That's okay. No way he got me that time. I'm really annoyed right now. See, look, what? She literally already had it there. Come on, Jill. Starting to annoy me. Okay. Move that down there as well. So, luckily there's some healths there, which we need it for now, so... Start this, and Nemesis is chasing us again. Common theme of this game.
I'll give you stars.
We're gonna run over here. And luckily there's a electrical thing right there. So we're gonna stun him again because we don't want to mess with him. There's a way you can get past this part without stunning, but you know, once again, safety reasons. You know, we're gonna be running this in marathons. We don't want to be running risky strats. We're not going for we're not going for PVs. But you can see, so 3 taps there, you can see him running. And there, if you don't shoot him, you can see he's literally right next to you. And he is up and swinging by the time it happens. So we go to the sewers to try and evade him. Because we know we're what he wants.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos? Shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
So the time stopped again there, but we can't reach Carlos. So we're in the sewers now, and we're just trying to get out. And there's one way to get out. It's through that door, but we need a battery to get out. So let's go get the battery, yeah? What could possibly be lurking in the sewers under Raccoon City? Is it an alligator? Not in this game. We run into Gamma Hunters that can one-tap you if they eat you. And you just use the dodge mechanic to get past them, and luckily, whew, that was fast, because I tell you what, like I said, these guys can one-tap you, and it's not fun. It's not fun when you get to the point where you're at, and then you just get one-tapped by a Gamma eating you. So luckily we made it through there, which is awesome. Made it through the second one. And the timing on it is a little bit particular because the actual timing you need to dodge is when their mouth like hits you the second time. So it's not the first time. So they'll like go forward first, and then it's the second lunge that you actually need to do it, which is what makes the time so difficult. It makes the timing so difficult. Yes. I hate this part. I hate that part so much. But hey, we made it through, and that's it. With minimal casualties, that's not bad. Not bad. So we're going to move up here. Oh, we got the battery, by the way. But we need to use some mechanics. It looks like a Napa battery, so you know it's going to be good. Run into another one here. But we need to use this battery to get out, so... Oh, Jill, please. Jill, please. Okay, whew. Got it. Alright, great. We're going to use this triple dodge here into... Getting to that. Perfect. Really fast. And we're going to try and get out of here. Ah. So there is the sewer section, which is really difficult. But we made it look decent. I don't think my split. I'm a little annoyed.
I lost him.
We'll see.
Great. Subway's ready to go. We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
Oh, it split there. Okay, hopefully it splits right if Nemi won. I've had some issues with it. So now Nemesis is still alive, by the way, because we didn't do anything to kill it.
It can use weapons?
He is now chasing us and has a flamethrower. It's kind of like Die Hard. Ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun. Now I have a flamethrower. Dude, no way you actually grabbed me. No way he actually grabbed me.
I gotta get out. Quick.
So we're trying to get to the top here. But we keep getting chased by him. Nemesis, that is. Stop chasing us, Nemesis. Or use some mechanics here to get, you know, the stumble mechanics, for lack of a better word, to get us to the next parts as fast as possible. It's really nice that they put us in there so we can, you know, use them as speedrunners. She's gonna fall down there, so we're gonna move up here. I don't think there's a heal up here, so we're once again gonna have to get the heal. Actually, no, we're not. I'm not gonna mess up the timing, because I don't want to mess up the timing again. I mean, this is the first time recording this. Smile. Alright, so we fight Nemesis, first boss of the game. So we're gonna hit this tank on his back, shoot it a few times until we see him stagger, and there he goes. We're gonna throw a grenade over here. It's gonna blow up, and we're gonna shoot him a few times right in the face. This game has like 2 stages. That's stage 1 with some precise timing. We finish him off. So how we do that? Oh no. Is there a health over here? Nope. Is there one over here?
Carlos, it's Jill. Do you read me?
Loud and clear.
Wow, she walks really slow if she's in danger in these cutscenes.
Bastard's dead.
Oh well. So how we do that particular part right there is once both of his he says stars, and then once both of his feet hit the ground, if you throw the grenade as that happens, it will take him down from 40% HP down to 0, as you saw on the SRT, by the way. Okay, you want to go up, Jill? No? As you saw on the SRT, that's what his health went from. It's like the end of the first stage, basically, of the fight, since there's like 2 or 3 sections of that fight. And to anybody that's played Resident Evil 2 Remake, this section is very familiar, because if you look right, that's the RPD right there. The garage of the RPD, that is. I'm gonna move in here. I'm gonna grab this health first, so I can run a little bit faster. And we are at Kendo's office, or shop, I should say. Kendo is a gun salesman here, and has a really, really sad story. Played in Resident Evil 2. But he gives us a key that lets us go through this gate over here. We're running some scary things, like this thing, for example. How did he grab me, dude? I'm annoyed. It put me in danger, too. Son of a gun. I can't believe that. We have just been in danger this entire time. There's another one right here, of course. I dodged that. Game? Why are you tripping? And if you thought Nemesis was dead, though, you have clearly not played enough Resident Evil games or heard of Resident Evil, the series. Because he is now firing rockets at us. And he's not very nice. He's not very happy about it. We're running really slow, which is not good. But we're going to look at the wall right here. And it kind of baits him. I am not having fun with this game. That's alright, though. Luckily, we get to continue. And when we do continue, the DA goes down. I dodge out of that, too. But the game is slow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this part in danger. But I should be able to eventually. So once again, we're looking at the wall, trying to hug this wall. It tricks Nemesis into thinking that we're... It tricks him into shooting again, like right there. It's very possible we die here. Nope. Easy peasy. First try. Oh, hey, look at that. First aid spray right there. Hey, we're learning new things all the time, you know what I mean? So another cutscene right here with Carlos, because we're trying to get back to the train station, because now we have the train going. We just have to actually get it, you know, escape. So he's trying to tell us to bring it to him, because he's a crazy man. So here's an example of an area right here where we want the DA to be really high. Because he shot the head off of that toy store. And it moves faster the higher your DA is. But the thing is that my DA was low. Because I had to restart. So you can continue. And if you continue, your DA gets dropped by a lot. Stop shooting me, please. Alright, thanks, Carlos. Let's go. Alright, so Carlos put some C4 on the gas station and blew it up. And now, this is the end of essentially part 1 with Jill.
Carlos?
By the way, look at how slow we walk downstairs and up downstairs right there without doing
Saved my ass first.
stair skating.
You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
It's a lot.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
See, like, look how slow this is, but then if we go like that, it's so much faster. It seems really awkward. Like, if you're first running this, it's really awkward, but
From the sound of it.
then you get through it, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Why not?
Oops.
If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
Alright, so we're on the thing. On the train. Now what happens, though, is we get to play as the other character, Carlos. We actually get to play as Carlos twice in this game. Here's the first one. That little jot, like, forward thing that I did right there is Carlos's version of the dodge mechanic. Sorry, I'm losing my brain. So, Rip Brad, he died. Remember, he died at the beginning. We found that out.
Where'd that cop go?
So you shoot those shots, by the way, at the beginning, just to finish. You know, we want to save some space. So grab this heal right here, and this is Carlos's dodge thing, but it's not really a dodge. It's more like a block.
I thought this was a rescue.
And then if you do a a perfect dodge with Carlos, you'd actually punch him. It's pretty sick. Straight up Falcon punch, which we'll Falcon punch someone. Something, I should say. Spoilers or teasers. So here we are at the Stars, the RPD, which is from Resident Evil 2 Remake.
You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station.
But this is the first time we play as it right here. So let's bank the knife.
Yeah. You too.
And through here, let me through, thank you. So like Jill, we're gonna use this dodge to open doors or start cutscenes faster. And it's obviously not as pronounced as hers is, but it still does. It has its own uses. For example, right here. So garbage at this game. Alright, look, we made it through. Grab the flashbang, start the cutscene.
You copy? There's something real nasty in here.
Alright, and I'm gonna concentrate here. Alright, we're still in caution at least, that's good. Okay. That part's tricky because you have to... This whole section right here is really difficult. It's very tricky, very time oriented. But you have to basically bait one zombie because you can only get hit, or only one zombie can attack you at a time. So if you get one zombie to attack you, then the rest will basically just stand there and chill. Alright, so we got a flash grenade. We're going to throw it in this hallway here as they're trying to grab us. Because that key that we just picked up is for right here. We're going to open up 104 because it has a battery in it. And we're going to run back through here. Hopefully you can get the Falcon Punch on this liquor that comes through. Did not get the Falcon Punch. Not good. But this is why we take the health. So we have it. I apologize, we did not get a Falcon Punch. But we're going to come up here and use the battery right here on this pack of C4 with the detonator. And this part right here is what I refer to as YOLO Carlos, and I'll tell you what happens if I get it right.
One at a time, take a number.
We got it. Okay, we're Falcon Punch you. Dang it, man. Come on. We almost had it. That was almost perfect.
This will take some time. Look around, see if you can find anything you need.
Almost perfect. So what we did there is, once again, we did this exact same thing where we were trying to bait a zombie into shooting us, or into grabbing us, and then we can just run past all the other ones. I did the hard part right and the easy part wrong. And then there's a liquor at the end of the hall, and all you do for the liquor is you just go right and then move left. And I messed up the easy part. Alright, so we have some cool things we're going to pick up here now. We're going to bank the key in the gun, and we're going to have a shotgun here. And a grenade launcher. So on this game in easy, or in the speedrun, if you don't pick up those weapons if you don't pick up a shotgun at all, they show up here. So we use that. We're gonna shotgun blast you. Move over here. We're about to fight Nemesis for the second time, and this boss fight is pretty wild. We're going to attempt to hit him with a perfect shot to make him open up a weakness point, which is like a second head kind of thing. And the shot is very difficult to get on the first try. But if we can get it... Oh, I might be dead. Nope. I got excited. Too fast forward. Alright, let's see if we can get it.
Come on.
He didn't do it. So we got a really bad rep right there, but I think things are going to be fine. So we shot a mine round on the ground so we can get this. This is his extra part that is... Oh. Well, this will be the end of it. That was a pretty bad run.
Carlos, you still there?
But we still got it done. That's all that matters. There's a perfect way to one cycle it. Unfortunately, we did not get it. But that was a lot of, if there was anything right there, that was just showing how much I've learned from that particular, just like practicing it. It's actually kind of a good thing. But yeah, so we finished Nemi off. We really want to try and hit that second part, like his extra part that's, you know. We're gonna kill her because she's annoying on the way back. But good thing about everything that just happened there is that I had a pretty decent time still on it. So here we are. Running through here. So now we're playing as Carlos again. Jill, we didn't see the cutscene, but Jill got infected. So we're trying to find a vaccine for her. And what better way than going to a hospital? So we're playing as Carlos again, and we are at the hospital. And we are going to be able to find a vaccine. So let's find it. This part's a bit of a maze, but, you know, with some decent routing, we were able to get it. Found pretty good. So we're looking for a locker key here first to try and get into a locker. And there's just, I mean, there's zombies everywhere. I'm going to grab as much stuff as I can to go through here because there's a part at the end that's a bit tricky. So we jump down into like that garden area just to get to this part right here. Just to go back. Moving around. That zombie got up way faster than he normally does. So instead of going forward here, we're going to go left. Because we're going to go to the locker that we need to get to. Or the locker room key. Which is right over here. A lot of dead zombies, as you can see. Nope. Didn't want to grab that. And of course it's in the last one over here. Because we need a member card. Which we got. Luckily, these zombies don't wake up. However, we do run into something that is the first time we've seen in new scenarios in the remake games, and that's a hunter. So here we are, fighting against them. Luckily, we can manipulate them pretty easily if we just look straight up. So as you saw that cutscene, I looked straight up. They have no idea what to do. So luckily we were able to make it through. However, there's 2 in this room, so this makes it just a little bit scary. They will spawn in the same place pretty much every single time, so that's good at least. But we're going to run in here, knock this guy, look up, run past them. Hopefully they don't hit us, and we're going to go to the back. Oh, no, to the backside here and grab a tape. And we're just going to keep looking up, and bless RNG, they don't hit us. And they did. Okay, we made it through, though. Through that guy. That part can be pretty scary. Luckily, we got pretty lucky there. I would say we got ridiculously lucky. I mean, it's a lot more intimidating than it actually looks out to be, but it's still pretty scary. So run through here. All these zombies break through, but we killed that zombie on the ground there, so we don't really care. And gonna play the tape player so we can get into Nathaniel Bard's office, which is what we were going to at the RPD in the first place. We were trying to find him to see, because he said he had the vaccine. Well, here he is. Dead. Sage. Bible thump for Bard.
He's been shot. Shit. And the vaccine?
I'm looking.
This is VRC Chief Nathaniel Bard, September 29, 11 p.m.
Is it here?
Alright, so we pick up the vaccine, and what happened in that cutscene is that we find out that the people that did actually hire Carlos are the people that are responsible for this whole thing. So he's not very happy about it. He's been played, but who wouldn't be happy? We're gonna run through, just bypass that thing again, because we don't want to fight them. They're our friends. Luckily we can get through here, hopefully. And we did. Wow. Okay, great. Made it through. We're gonna run back to Jill so we can use the vaccine.
You're gonna be okay, Joe.
And we're gonna give her the vaccine, and she's gonna get better, but it takes time.
Sounds like there's a lot.
But while we were doing that, some of the zombies were like, "Hey, bros, we want to party too." We don't want to party with zombies. Zombies are scary. So now run into a situation that probably would remind you of the cabin if you ever played Resident Evil 4. We're running into hordes of zombies. We're going to use our handgun first here. Excuse me, miss. The good thing about this part is that your DA, remember how I was talking about if you shoot or if you kill zombies, your DA goes up? Well, they have it locked here. Why am I taking this many hits, man? Normally this isn't a problem. Luckily we grabbed all the health as we can get. But every zombie here takes 3 shots to hit. Three handgun bullets to the head, and then about 5 shots with the assault rifle that we have. So if we shoot him 3 times in the head, we know we're good. We're out of that, so now we're gonna shoot this. And this is why we have 365 pieces of ammo, because we don't want to mess around with this. At least I don't want to. I don't know about y'all. Picking up ammo would have made my DA a little bit harder, but at this point in the game, the DA is really high. Anyways, so we're going to position ourselves over here because the lights are about to turn off. And we're going to need to run through here once the lights are off, so... Because there's a hunter over here. Pick up a grenade. Throw it at him. Kill him. Ooh, kill him. Come back out here. Now the lights are off. We don't really even need to do anything with the breaker. We just need to keep killing enemies. And this is one of those cases where the SRT helps us. Because we know exactly how many enemies are around and how many we need to shoot. So like right now we can see there's 3 in here. Now there's 1. And they're all dead. So now we're just kind of chilling. This is the one we're going to be watching. You can see how it's slowly moving down. Once it gets to about here, there's going to be another hunter that comes. So we're going to have to watch it. Oh, don't hit me. Scary monster. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, don't kill me. We're running out of ammo pretty quickly. Actually, not a great sign. Just need to be a little bit more careful about our ammo right now. But here's an example of it. When does the hunter show up? There you are. I knew you were showing up soon. I think that's it. Alright, so now we're going to switch to this. Yep, that was it. Alright, cool. We're going to use this. And we're going to stun them all. See if we can kill them. It's going to be easier. Stuns them. We only need to kill 30 seconds of time, and we did. So there it is. And that's the end of what we refer to as the cabin, because it reminds you so much of the Resident Evil 4 cabin. But that's the end scene, and there's going to be a lot of really good spots right there for donations to be read, because it's really just us monotonously shooting over and over again. So, W. Now we retain, we go back, and we play as Jill, who doesn't have any extra ammo. Thought we had extra ammo with her. So as you can hear Tyrell talking in the background, we need to go downstairs. So that's where we're going to go. We're picking up a lot of ammo and stuff on the way through too, because we're going to need it. This is like the final stage of the game. And as you can see on our SRT right now, our DA is in the 8s. Remember, the game starts at 5 and then 5500 is what it stops at. Now we're really running deep, huh? Let's get through. Let's do an inventory check here real quick. Oh, this is gonna help. Yeah, that'll help. Okay. Now we have some space. Okay, that's what I was worried about. I didn't think we had any space. I forgot over here is where we need to go. So yeah, this is where the part of the story gets a little bit weird, because there's all this equipment that was down here and nobody picked up on it at the hospital. So this is when we start to get some of the story, like, hey, well, hey, maybe Umbrella isn't as good as we think. But we know this is Jill because Jill is, you know, she's the one who is responsible for kind of exploiting him. So there's Nikolai up there. Get down, please. Get down, please. You know you want to get down. There you go. So there's Nikolai up there, so obviously we're going to try and go and get him. However, the fuse is popped. Dang it.
I must admit, I respect your tenacity.
So we're going to have to get the fuses. We're going to shoot that guy, because he's kind of annoying. And these are a new kind of enemy. They're called regenerators, so you can't actually kill them. Well, you can kill them, but you have to kill them fast enough. On the SRT, he has 1,480 health. So you have to kill him in time, otherwise his health will regen. So there's the first fuse. We need to get 2 more. And some puppers in the way here. And some zombies down here, and we'll run into a Gamma Hunter too. Such weird timing. Obviously we don't want to take a hit there. But, you know, we did on accident. Oh well. This part's a bit of a maze, and it wants to trick you into going to different ways. So, like, if you play as casually, this area is probably a bit confusing. But luckily, it's a pretty clear route to get to where we need to get to, so. We're going to go all the way down here. So we can get to this part. And grab fuse number 2. And take a bit of an exaggerated move over here. And there's another thing that's popping over here. What is it? It's a Gamma Hunter. So obviously, we don't want to mess with those. So we just run past them. We just do a little dodge to get to the ladder. Alright, on to the next part. So we only have 1 more to go, and it's through this door here. And there's going to be some scary things through this door. So we're going to shoot a mine round right on the floor there. Blow up a few of them. That guy's in the literal middle of the way. That guy's going to be a pain coming back. And we're going to run into a real hunter. Which, once again, we're just going to look up. And more than likely, we're just going to be able to get past him. And we did. So this guy's going to be in the way, so we're going to have to shoot him. He grabbed us. I don't know if the animation is going to continue. It did. Damn it. Dang it. He's going to wake up. It's going to shoot him. No. Can you click on the thing, man? Alright, so all 3. Click this. Shut that. Luckily, these guys are just chilling over here. And we're going to do a quick dash right here to get to this, and then close out, and it's going to trigger a cutscene. And we are running with Tyrell now.
We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Yeah, please push the button so we can move through. And we're in, like, the final part here. Sometimes you can boost off of him, like if you walk. Because his animation of running doesn't stop, so you can sometimes boost off of his animation.
All right, let's get this done.
Sadly, once we walk through the door, he dies. F's in chat for Tyrell. I don't know if there's a whole lot of healings around here, but I could really use them. So we're in now what is called Nest 2. We're just going to pick up a few things to create some stuff. So what we found out lore-wise is that we can mass produce the vaccine. We just need to get the components for it. So that's what we're trying to do right now. Oh, man. Dude, stop. Just get over there. Push the thing. Beep. I dodged, game. This is gonna be a disaster. This is really gonna be a disaster. And I just need a full heal, too. Actually, I think there's one right here. I think there's a red herb around here. Ah, it's right there. There it is. Not sure why she did a step back there, but hey. Oh, James Harden? Big fan? I don't know. A little Euro step back.
This must be what powers it.
Alright, so we're going to push in this big power cell here. This zombie behind us is going to not grab us. Please, stop. Don't do it. I'm just going to look left here and run this way. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm very excited to show you guys Death Room that's coming up here. Okay. Luckily there's a safe spot right here. So this part is called Death Room and it sucks. I don't like it. This is like the first time I ever got a PB in this game, or like a decent PB. I cut 6 minutes off my time right here. So we're going to run in here. We're going to... Well, I'm going to do it and I'll tell you why. Stop giving my head the suck. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. There's a quicker way to do it, obviously, but that actually wasn't too bad. Oh, wow, that was an L. Okay, there's a lot going on right now. Sorry, boys and girls. But you could shoot a mine round into the ground and mess them up. In that room, and then you can also do the same. And then you're supposed to shotgun blast them, and then get out, is what you're supposed to do. Obviously, I had to use 2 there. And then we had to fight 2 hunters, which you shoot 2 of them right away, and then you shoot the one on the ground first, and then you come back and do the other 2. Luckily, it worked. All right. So good news, we're done. We're done with the difficult parts of this. So right there, I was basically just trying to use as much of the built-up ammo that I had to get it out of my inventory first and foremost, and then also to, because I'm not gonna need it.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
So here's a little bit of a puzzle. This is like the only puzzle that is in this game, and it's just mid, high, low. But then it's going to create the vaccine. Perfect. As you can see, we kind of have some nemesis problems again. We could still PB. This is kind of a bad run, but we could still PB. This is wild. So we're going to get away from him eventually, thanks to the help of that. But it puts us in this room here. I'm going to pick up as much stuff as I possibly can because you know, safety purposes.
God's name is this place.
But we have enough to basically kill him. And there's a pretty consistent way to do it. And it starts with me shooting him right away with this. He's literally one tap from getting to his next form, which is right here, right now.
Is that you?
So you shoot him with the grenade right there, and then you should be able to just hit him with as much fire as possible to get. But unfortunately, it did not work out for me there. So he's gonna start running. He's gonna start running on top of these things, and he should stop about 5, which he did. And we have his little thing out again, so we're gonna shoot that as many times as we can. And there's zombies in here too. I keep forgetting about them. So then from here he should end up on 1.
Number 7. I got this. Not what I intended to hit, but I'll take it.
Oh, hey, that was a good... Okay, there's a really decent way to, like, get this boss fight very quickly. And it sadly, I did not hit it there. But we still got a decent time on there. So that was actually pretty good, all things considered.
I have to get that vaccine back.
So you basically just want to keep shooting him with fire so that his... you basically want to keep shooting him with fire so that his... he keeps consistently taking dot damage. So, and that's a perfect example. So, and then we run into the very last boss fight of the game, which is Nemi 4. And he's just completely deteriorated now to what he has been. I was like watching that cutscene because it's pretty cool. I'm gonna move over here. So I have to shoot these.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
And we have to push in these power switches. So we're gonna shoot... Wait, where's the last one? Oh, I didn't get that very last one. That's annoying. I thought I got all 3 of them. Sorry, we should still have enough time.
Power sources remaining.
So what we can do is we can get all 3 right now. Hopefully. In the amount of time while he's stunned.
1 power source remaining.
Should be able to. So he gets stunned in all 3 once we shoot all 4 of those spots, and it gives us enough time to do it. So we did get it. So now we can shoot the ray gun at him again, or the... Hopefully it doesn't hit it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, perfect. And this one takes him to death. Bro! This boss fight is pretty easy on this mode here, but if you play it on Inferno, which is like the final boss fight, it's literally like a Dark Souls boss. It is so ridiculously difficult. And we lost out on a PB because I messed up that last part. Unbelievable. So he gone. And we just need to run and get out of here. So this is the final scene of the game. Hard fought game. Finally able to get out of it. Love to see it. Yeah. For any marathon that's looking for a decent runner in this game, the record in this game is really quite high, or really quite low. It's like 47 minutes long or something like that, so it's a pretty fast one. Clearly I have a lot of time to improve on, little things to improve on. Also did this without too much warm up, which is probably a bad part of mine. However, oh, I missed. Whoops. This is embarrassing. I was going to mention that when I did this on the first time I ever finished a game as well, this happened. I missed the shot. And I've never seen that cutscene before, though. That was pretty cool. What an embarrassment. But there you go. You shoot him. There's time. Time's not great there, but hey. It is what it is. So we'll watch the cutscene out, but there's a lot going on in this game, and I didn't explain it incredibly well, but I feel like I explained a lot of the major parts. But, you know, luckily, we still kill the bad guy in the end. And we miss out on a lot of lore because we skip all the cutscenes, but, yeah, still. It's a great game. I personally love it. Obviously, I wouldn't be running if I didn't still love it, but I'm a huge fan of the Resident Evil series, top to bottom, so. Yeah, as you can see here, unfortunately, the vaccine did get damaged, so they were not able to mass produce it like they wanted to. Or did it? Who knows? Anyways, thank you for taking a look at my submission video, and I look forward to working with you on in future marathon events. Thanks.